the American government is taking away your ability to be mobile. So if you are selling out your soul, you're not owning a house, and you're thinking, well, that's great because I can sell my stock and I can move someplace else. I can rent anywhere. Why would I tie myself down? They're going to tie you down anyway, and you're not going to own shit. They want a country of renters in this country. That's what they want, because they love the fact that you're so afraid. You're so scared to quit your job. You're so afraid to grow your own crop. You're terrified to tell your boss to go fuck himself. You're terrified. I know most of the people watching, you would never tell your boss to go fuck himself, no matter how bad it got. Because you're afraid. Because you know that those bills be coming. There's nothing you can do about that. And so you buy a new Labubu. It makes you happy for a second. You buy a new trinket at the mall. It makes you happy for a moment. But in America, 2 paychecks away from utter destitution. And this asshole is trying to say that we're only 1% under the poverty line. It's not true. We have about 10% under the poverty line. That's the honest truth. But the other part of that truth is most of America is this fucking close. This close. Man, you break your arm, your leg, your mom dies, something bad happens to you. 2 paychecks, man. Or one disaster. You can have a car. People have problems with their cars breaking down, and they can't pay for their car. They can't. It's between the rent and the car. They got to have a car to go to work.
Giving them a curb stomping and calling them selfish. Let me give you a real life
curb stomping
example here. Let's suppose you've got a mom and 2 kids.
Hold on, I love that. Let's listen to that. He did a curb stomp,
helping people that other countries would allow to die in a ditch. But your Census Bureau says it's 11%. Who live at or below the poverty level. That's a lie. It's 1%. If you count as any person with a brain of a single-cell organism would, cash and non-cash payments,
anyone with a brain with more than a single-celled organism would not talk like you. Ding dang do.
They're above the poverty level. And we ought to be honest with the American people and thank them for getting the poverty level down to 1% instead of giving them a curb stomping and calling them selfish. Let me give you a real life example here. Let's suppose you've got
Americans have been curb stomped into submission. Americans have been curb stomped so much by every administration, by every president, by everyone. Americans are just doormats at this point. Americans are the most docile creatures on planet Earth. Americans are a bunch of simps and hall monitors. I say people should arm themselves, and people look at me like I'm crazy. I say people should start doing their own thing and stop living under the boot, and people call me crazy. They love licking those boots, man. I even got an emoji for the channel members with boot licking because we love talking about all you non-rebels, all you boot lickers. My God, you diaper sniffers. Holy shit, you ball lickers, Donald Trump simps. But, it's not just Donald Trump. It's all of them. The American people have been curb stomped into submission because while America gets the boot on their neck and they're about to get curb stomped, they're looking at the boot and like, those are nice boots. What brand is that? What brand is that boot? Is it Coach? Oh, well, then stomp away. Obviously, if you got enough money for Coach boots, well, then you deserve to stomp on my neck.
Mom and 2 kids. According to your Census Bureau, the poverty level for her is $27,000. She makes $11,000 a year, let's say. So she's below the poverty level. But she also qualifies for $3,400 in refundable tax credits based on her $11,000 salary, $9,200 in food stamps.
Can you imagine? This guy's trying to say that someone who makes $11,000 in America and has 2 children is not below the poverty line. Can I ask everybody in the chat, $11,000 a year? I don't care how much free fucking school lunches you're getting. I don't care how much extra bread you get when you go to the bread lines. $11,000 a year? How the hell? Are you kidding me?
For her and her 2 children. $9,500 in house.
2 children. 2 children. And And also, they make it incredibly difficult to actually benefit from all these programs. Most people can't do it because it's fucking impossible. It's so much, it's Kafka-esque paperwork. You got to take this piece of paper and go, well, you got to go in person to this one. But I got 2 kids. Too bad. Bring them. You got to bring them to the office and show us you have these kids because we don't trust you. And then you got to get this stamp and you got to go to the other office. They make it very difficult for you to get the program shit. The only people who can get it are scammers at this point because they're the only ones with patience enough to actually get it done. The people who actually need the money can't get to it. And the people who don't need the money, they're able to have the patience to actually scam the system. And Senator John Kennedy thinks that they're all rich. You got 2 kids and $11,000 a year. Oh my God. Now you're damn rich. We don't need to help you none. Thank God we got the American people so generous. They're so generous. We got the most generous people in the world. I'm telling you, $11,000 a year. I don't know where could you live in America for $11,000 a year? Can somebody please tell me that? Please. Philip Bailey. Oh no, you're just stupid. Oh, I'm stupid. Tell me how someone's going to live for $11,000 in America a year with 2 children, no less. We got a senator who's rich. They're all millionaires and billionaires in the Senate. Telling us that American woman with 2 children is making $11,000 a year, and that's perfectly acceptable. She's not below the poverty line. Oh, wait. Who are you going to believe, me or your own eye? Poverty line. Poverty line. Schmoverty line. What do you mean? Poverty line. I don't know. Where'd my cigar? Where's my cigar? I lost my cigar. Damn it. Under a bridge. Don't worry. Who are you going to believe? Me or your own eyes? It's fine. $11,000 a year with 2 children. Completely acceptable. Completely acceptable amount of money.
Housing subsidies, $900 in utility bill subsidies, $16,000 in Medicaid, $3,100 a year in free school
$900 in electricity? $900 a year in electricity help. Oh my God, that's... Now, I don't know how they make it. Why are we paying for that?
Free school lunches and $6,600 a year in TANF. That's $64,100 a year. Tax-free.
Tax-free, huh? Oh, tax-free $64,000 all of a sudden. Now, if she qualifies for all of this, then she's making $64,000 a year. Is that enough to raise 2 children? Even at $64,000 a year, you'd be cutting it close. You'd be cutting it close for 2 kids. Mom and 2 kids, 64 grand. Yeah, you could do it. But she's not getting 64 grand. Senator Kennedy's a fucking liar.
Is she living in poverty?
Doesn't sound like it.
No, but your Census Bureau counts her as being poor. I'm not just saying take away her benefits. I'm saying give the...
What are you saying?
The American people a little credit.
Oh, yeah, give the American people a little credit. I mean, after all, we just took $1 trillion out of the American people's asses and gave it to fucking ICE. And they have lasers now. I don't know if you heard, but they're shooting down balloons like fucking crazy over in El Paso. Shooting down balloons with them lasers. ICE has laser beams now, folks. Couldn't think of a more trustworthy group of people to give death rays to. But, shit, man. We just took $1 trillion out of American people's skin in order to give it to the government, in order to give regime change weapons and shit. $1 trillion to the fucking military, another almost $1 trillion to ICE and CBP. That's where all the money's going. It's not going to single moms with 2 kids. That's not where all our money is going. If you want to take the money out of something, you take it out of, guess where?
And I really think you need to change the definition to a definition that looks like somebody designed the damn thing on purpose. Final question, I'm going to...
Yeah, we need to change the definition of poverty. That is the beautiful thing about the Senate and the fascist movement that we have in this country. You don't like poverty? Let's change the definition of poverty. Then we don't have poverty anymore. It's a piece of cake, man. You don't like child labor? Well, let's change the definition of child labor like they did in Arkansas when they found out that they were breaking the law by hiring 13-year-olds to work in slaughterhouses. And Sarah Huckabee Sanders, of course, MAGA, she just changed the laws to make it so that 13-year-olds can work in slaughterhouses now. Yes, they were all immigrant children. Yes, of course, they were brown children. They were all brown children. And now it's legal for children to work in slaughterhouses. And it's not just Arkansas. That was just the first one. A bunch of states now have it legal. It's a legal loophole saying that it's an agricultural function and that now it's legal for 13-year-olds to work in all agricultural jobs, including slaughterhouse workers. Just change the definition of child labor and there's no more child labor.